Uh, it was fun. It's funny you mentioned the your heartburn thing because I think it's just old age probably, but like, damn,
Okay,
man,
but how old are we really?
bro, like after 30 though, it's
Why?
just like after 30, like I feel like the essentials become like Advil, Advil and or Tylenol, Tums, right? And that's mostly it. Like if I was a woman and I had a pocketbook, it would probably just be like my wallet, Advil, and Tums. Like I feel like
Drinking
that's
drinking water and stretching will no longer suffice.
oh yeah, yeah. Like
You always hear
that's been a big part of my diet for the for the last like 10 years.
you always hear that, man. Like people are like people are like, make sure you drink your water and go to bed. And I'm like, what? Can you I need you to stop simplifying this because it's not. You're being weird. I don't even want to listen to you right now.
My watch yells at me like every hour.
That's what you know what
Drink your water.
that pisses me off though. You want to know something? I hate it when like, especially if I'm working out and stuff, and my watch will look at it. I'm literally my watch will look at me and just say, "Do you want to end the workout right now?" What? I just st- I just start. I'm like I'm halfway through it. Will you leave me
Right?
alone? God, you're such an
I
asshole.
yeah, it's so judgmental. Like just tell me what the time is. I didn't ask for anything else. I just want to know what the time is. You
I'm
don't
so
have to judge me,
sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry that I took a break in between sets for leg day. Jeez.
right? Hey, do you want to get up and move, fat ass? Like, whoa, hey, I'm I'm working. Can you like relax?
Not my
Like,
fault. I have a desk job. Like, leave me alone. Jeez.
hey,
Telling
drink
you
some
right now.
water, you loser. I, I just what? Like, all right, I'll take a sip. Like,
What do you want
I
from
don't even know how
me?
to turn it. I turned it off and it like still yells at me. Like,
Oh my God. Oh man. Well,
I guess
hey,
that's what I get for not having an Apple Watch. It's a
uh,
bootleg.
it's a it
It's like a
doesn't
pair
matter,
watch.
dude. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a bootleg or if it's the real thing. It's still a jerk because it's just
It
it's gonna keep
it
telling you to
does.
get off
It
your
does.
butt, get off your butt. Yeah, there's something called sleep. That's why I don't wear you when I go to sleep because then you're gonna tell me my sleep patterns are off too.
It does. It does. It tells me hey, you're
Uh,
not sleeping enough.
you're
Bitch, what
not
do you want?
you're not
What do
sleeping
you
enough.
want?
Your network is disabled. How dare you?
Yeah. You'll be lucky if I recharge you once your battery's dead. Like that I have power.
I will
I
leave you.
literally have this option. And when I do charge you and power you, this is what you do to me. Like I don't like this isn't even like this is a toxic relationship. This is very toxic.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I don't,
Watch.
man, Derek and I have just been having ourselves a lot of fun. Like God, I hate this right now. Like I'm dealing with this stupid shoulder thing, which makes it really hard, weird to breathe like deep
Breathe,
breaths.
right?
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, dude,
That's
it's just
awkward.
so dumb. God, like I should just like search on TikTok. What does this mean? Google is also free, but I'm just saying, like, I'll just
Google is also
like
free,
Google is
as we
also
mentioned
free.
before.
But
Google
that's
is
the
free.
problem though. If I go on Google and then it'll start telling me like you should go to the hospital. Okay. Okay. Listen here. Listen here, WebMD. I'm not gonna do
Take
this. I'm
your
not
Advil.
Yep.
Take some Tylenol.
Yes. I actually just took Advil right before we hopped on here because I tried to tough it out all day. I got stuff done though. You know what? I got my grass cut. I watered my
Hey,
plants. Dude, I got a new
hey.
sprayer. I got a new
Ooh,
sprayer for my pocket hose. Oh,
talk about it. Talk about it.
oh.
How is it?
Let me just tell you something, okay? They don't tell you, we don't talk about it enough to what things when we get older, we don't talk about it enough how those things just like really, really like just give us that energy that we need, right?
Yeah, satisfying, right?
Oh my gosh. Like I went on Amazon. My mother-in-law, she goes, oh, this sprayer, it like has like 8 settings on it. And I go, what?
Eight?
What? Eight? You,
When did they add the seventh and eighth?
$20? $20? Also, 22,000 reviews on Amazon. Sold. Let's go. And
Wow.
I got it.
Wow.
And I got it, man. And I got it all done. I actually it was raining one day and I still wanted to go out and use it because I was that excited about it. My wife said don't do that. That's stupid. But I was like, yeah, I know. But still, I'm just saying, the things that we get excited about as we get older. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff done today, even though I'm physically not feeling great and
Yeah,
men- mentally that's a different story, but whatever.
but you got the washer though. You got the sprayer.
Yeah, man, I got the spray. I got the sprayer for the for the good old pocket hose, and it's not just any hose, by the way. It's the one where it expands as you fill it up. It's not the one where it's just
Oh,
oh
where it's like
yeah,
crumpled up and then as the
yep.
what?
Oh,
Oh wow,
we're fancy.
you didn't mention that.
We're
That's
fancy.
that changes the whole thing.
We're fancy over here, man. That's just how we
Yeah,
do things. Um, but but yeah, yeah, no, but hey,
talk about being
that's
old.
I God
That is
almighty.
really that is so true though, man. Like my so I live with my buddy and his wife, and he he loves like uh cutting the grass. Like he's like it's so therapeutic. I'm like, oh
Ugh, I
man.
don't know
And
what it
I
is.
hear that a lot from a lot of people. I'm like, I wouldn't know, but that sounds yeah, good for you, man.
My
Yeah.
Bianca's dad, he is the exact same way. He finds yard work therapeutic. Like he could be out there
I
for
mean, I get it. I get it.
I can understand it as well. It's like some of the things that, he's helped us out. Like he's helped us out with our backyard, and he does a lot of things with his yard. Like you go over there, you go over to his house, and he's not even a professional landscaper, man, but it looks like professional grade like stuff. It's very good. And he's very detail oriented about it too. He'll like if something seems off, he doesn't half ass anything. Literally does not half ass anything, which that's always good because his daughter doesn't either. Like that's his work ethic has really like rubbed off on her for sure. With a lot of different things. But
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. The more that God, I never thought I'd be excited to cut the grass in my 30s. I don't know.
I think that's what all the 30s is about now. Is just random shit that we get excited about.
Oh, I know. You talked to me about it in my 20s, and I would have been like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to do
Yeah.
that at all. And then 30s, it's just like, hell yeah, when do I start?
Right.
uh
Yeah. So
man.
it's the little things, man. It's the
It
little things.
is. It is. It
You
is.
know?
And speaking of I don't know. Speaking of little things, you know, we've gotten a lot of support on this podcast. And I don't want to say little things like they're not like it's big that we get support on this, right? But little like little things that I just keep hearing about, and I keep listening to from people, and like the way they just love like how this podcast goes, like how we interact with each other, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. It's all
They
fake.
it's
They
all
have no idea.
things.
Yeah, we've it's all fabricated. Yeah. No.
There's
Well,
actually a
it's
script.
a complete
There's a script right in front of us. You don't even know.
see, we're better at acting than we even lead on. This isn't even our voices. We're lip syncing this entire episode as well. Like it's
ab-
all
yeah,
it's all a
absolutely.
facade. It's all a facade.
That's what we
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
all the time. You know.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I appreciate all the all the love on that too.
yeah, man. No, it's been great. I mean, we've especially like I know we shout him out quite a bit, but like I told him that Tom, my unspectacular life, he actually has like I'm not even kidding. Like I don't even ask him for feedback on our episodes, but he just like reaches out. He reaches out by text and he sends me these voice messages that I'm just like, I want to sit down with my water and I want to listen fully, thoroughly, intently to make sure that, like I don't have any kid, like I don't have to take care of the kids for something. Sit down and I'm like, man, this guy just he gives a lot of details too, like, and that's what I really do appreciate about it. So like the reason why I say that is because like it's like, well, it's the little things that truly do matter. Like the big stuff is when Derek and I are recording and we are, we go through, like we go through the episode and then we go through the editing afterwards. And then it's like, and then I talk to him about, hey, like, what topic should we do next? Or how did you feel about this? The little things when it comes to what people say, like what people say about the podcast, or like the little tiny details that people mention, which really just makes it like the bigger picture of like, yeah, like we're doing pretty damn good at this, you know. So very, very, very happy about it.
Yeah, it's always nice to get some feedback, and that's like good or bad, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, I
Obviously you don't
agree.
want to hear the bad as much, but it obviously will help you. But just getting any feedback is super helpful.
Yeah, it really
And the
is.
support obviously means means a lot to both of us. So, for those who are listening, we do appreciate it. And
all the
yeah, man,
time.
there's a lot of people in both of our lives who we've come across that have given us those, you know, that type of feedback or just make us feel special,
Yeah.
you know.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Hell yeah. And you know what?
so
That's
shout out to
actually
Tom. Shout out to Tom.
yes. Shout out to Tom. Shout out
Yeah.
to shout out to you know what? Actually, shout out to Crystal too. Who's that? Eljoy. Um,
Ah,
Eljoy
yes. Ah,
2. I
yes.
can't remember the numbers on her username, but all I know is that she is really nice and I always appreciate her. I
There's
always
a
appreciate
two.
her.
There's a two.
There's a two in there. There's a two in there
I want to
somewhere.
say 2008, but I don't.
Ooh. Ooh.
Maybe 2006, 2008.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those, I
All I
think.
know is that it's definitely Eljoy, and then I see Crystal,
Yes,
and
Eljoy.
I'm
Yes.
like, there you go.
Crystal. Yeah.
I'm like, there
Yeah.
you go, there you go. We always appreciate that as well. But yeah, that's what we are here to. Partially, that's what we're here to talk about today. Is that we've I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm in a weird mood. That's just how it
He
is.
didn't get to cut the grass
I did
yesterday,
not.
so
I didn't get to cut the grass yesterday. I was very upset.
he's very cranky about
Um,
it. He's like, I
my
gotta
wife
cancel
couldn't.
the podcast.
My wife couldn't stand me yesterday. I had to. I was annoying the shit out of her. But what I will no, but what I will say is that there are a lot of people like in the social media journey that we have been on for however long it is, that have really made an impact on our lives and whether it's making us laugh, helping us laugh, helping us have a smile, or even sometimes just like giving us a perspective that maybe we didn't really think about. Um, and there's a like you said, we've come across quite a few people in the time that we have been doing this, like
Yeah.
many people. Um so like when I'm in my weird mood, plural, because it does happen multiple times. um I
As
like
as as to all of us.
as to yeah as yeah I like to put the energy into um hyping people up. I like
Mm.
to put the energy into thinking about the good things that people that other people do, especially being in this type of world. Um, so we're just gonna we'll mention a couple people, a couple creators today that have definitely done that for us. And um, whenever we put out the video version of this, or we put out clips on social media, like go ahead, like say who say who impacts you as well, because I will tell you this, like being the creators that we are, um sometimes we don't feel like we're doing that great. Like
Yeah, oh
we
yeah.
don't
Oh yeah.
we don't feel like we're doing that great. And then when some random message comes along or somebody just reaches out to us randomly and they're just like, dude, I love that video. Like, you don't know what it just did for me. Or you're like, wow, man, like the acting, like the scene that you just did. Whoa, like you nailed it and stuff,
Hmm.
That that means a lot to us as well. Like it can truly like it can happen. Like the biggest of creators or the most popular of creators probably don't even realize that they're doing that great of a job sometimes. So somebody just reaching out to us randomly, or somebody just popping in a message saying, hey, great job, or love you, or you're great, all whatever, you know,
Yeah,
it's
like getting that reassurance sometimes really does like make all the difference because it's like we're we're always gonna like second guess ourselves and like even though in the back of our minds we probably know that what we're doing is good, it still kind of creeps up and we're like, was this that good? But then like you just get a comment or two where it's like, oh, this is great. Like this really like uh changed my mood. I was in a bad mood and this like really helped me or some shit like that. Or it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, what I'm doing is good, I guess.
yeah,
So
yeah.
honestly, like there's a lot of people I wish I could remember the names, but like there's a lot of people I get who they aren't even like creators. Like they don't really create that much content, if any, but they're always in my comment section and I really do appreciate hearing from them, you know?
Hmm. Yeah.
Um yeah, and it's like some people will like say, "Oh, what like what determines whether you like follow somebody back?" Like usually if they don't have content, like I won't, but like, if it's the same person I see in my comment section all the time,
Yeah.
even if they don't have content, I still want to follow them back because the way that the notifications work, like they separate the people who you do follow. So like if
Yes.
they just like your video, they're going to alert you rather than just say 20 others. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So like
Yep.
I want them to be singled out because I appreciate their when they do show me love. So like there's a lot of people who I follow who don't even make content, but I just want, them to be my mutuals so that I'm
Yeah.
always made aware. And I again, man, I wish I had I wish I had the names. I'm so bad with remembering names, but you know who you are, I hope.
It's okay.
But
Like
there's
we
a
not
few. There's quite a few.
Yeah, yeah, there are definitely a few. I actually have one comment in particular that came across a video that I posted the other day. And this is not a creator. I mean they put content out there. So yes, but it was the comment that really just like bam, like it just kind of like hit me square in the face with like pure, you know, like I appreciate this. It was so I posted a video the other day. I was actually replying to a comment. Somebody who had said that, oh, you're my favorite, like paraphrasing, like you're my favorite creator of all time.
Oh, that was me, right?
It was not
Oh,
you,
my bad. My bad.
but I know where your heart lies and it's fine. And it's totally okay. Because
Yeah.
that's how I feel about you too.
Yeah. That.
But
Yeah. Oh, I it was probably just a mental note.
it's a
Yeah.
given. It's a given though. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Um, but I just thought it was very nice of this person. They so I posted that, I replied, I did a video reply, and I like the video replies, because then I feel like that helps people get seen a little bit and even a little bit
Same.
more. I like doing that. That's really good. But then posted that on Instagram, and there was another person who came across and had more to say, which again, I'll go ahead and I'll read it off. I got it right in front of me. Her name is Tatted Ginger 710, and said your backstory. I just said, like, I was saying in the video how my type of content has somewhat slightly changed over the years just because of life events, becoming a dad, um, and well, basically becoming a dad. That's pretty much it. As far as the life changing event goes, while I've been on social media, and I said, I
Two
do the
time
best.
dad though. 2 time dad.
Oh yes, 2 time dad. Love you,
Yeah.
love you, Brody. Love you, Troy. You guys are sleeping in the other room. It's fine. Um, so I, you know, um, I had said like how even though my content has slightly changed, it still has remained the same for the most part, and I try to remain humble, try to remain, um, yeah, just so happy that I just never gave up on it, you know? So
Mhm.
she says, your type of content may change, but you've always been so humble. Hop into us smaller creators' lives at times just to show support and say hi, genuine and caring. Haven't done the battling or gifts or any of the other BS a lot of big creators have started to do. She's not trying to start drama, I promise you. She said no hate. She said no hate or shame in any of it. It's just refreshing to see you stay true. Definitely one of my all-time favorites. I was very taken back by that because, again, not because I didn't believe it, but because I hadn't really heard it in a long time.
Mhm.
I hadn't really, I hadn't, and that's not to say that people can't listen. I get it. People have lives. People can probably only sometimes drop a like, because that's all they have time for. I get it. Totally get it.
Mhm.
But when somebody does take it upon themselves, they take the time to give you that type of feedback or that type of comment, it just it just adds a little something, you know?
Yeah, it
So
means a lot.
yeah,
Really
I was
does.
very happy about that. Tatted Ginger 710. I truly do appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out
If you are
Tatted Ginger.
Yeah, if you are listening to this, again, that was just very nice of you to say. I did reply and I was very happy to reply.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, it's nice to know. It's nice that like doing this as long as we have, that people are still around, you know? People stuck
Yeah,
around.
man. Yeah. Like I don't have that a ton, but there's still like a few who have been around basically since I started, and like just seeing them pop up, I'm like, yeah, I appreciate that. Um, it does. It means a lot just to even like I forget who I said it to, but there was one recent where I was like, it is kind of wild. We've been following each other for nearly 4 years. Like that's crazy. Like that's a long time. Like,
Yeah, it is.
you know, and it's like the fact that we're both still doing this.
I
That's
know.
even crazier. But yeah, man, that's I'm that's beautiful. What Teddy Ginger said that. I appreciate that on your behalf.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people who feel that way. It's just like you said, some people might not have the time to go ahead and write a full message on it, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who do
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And you know, it's really funny. We were talking about Tom, my unspectacular life. He's actually one of the people that I don't, I just, God, I love his, I love his genuine heart. Like,
Mm.
like just as a person. I mean, he and I mean, I have, okay, you know how you can, like, in your text messages for iPhone, like you can pin like your favorites, you can pin them to the top.
Oh, right. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, dude, he's one of my pins.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
yeah,
pretty
dude.
serious.
Okay, so like you're one of my
Wow.
pins, all right? You're
Oh, I'm a pin. I'm a pin.
yeah, boy.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep, you're up there. You're up there. You're
wow.
definitely up there, man. So I've got him, I've got you, and I've got a bunch of other people like that are my pins, right? And so I legitimately like I said, I look forward to the conversations that he and I have. Like just even outside of his content, the way that he handles thirsty comments
Oh, yeah.
is whole
Yeah.
good Lord.
Bravo.
And I mean,
Good job, sir.
bravo to him indeed, because it's a lot. Like I go through his comment section and I just can't. I'm looking at it, I'm like, good Lord, this guy is but and his responses are not even like full. They're not even like a bunch of sentences. They're like
Hmm.
emojis, like one emoji or a couple of words. That's what's even better about it, because I know, because I've spoken to him outside of the app. I'm like, damn man, this just makes all the sense in the world why he replies the way that he does. But he's done some other stuff too. I mean, he's done some lip syncs. He's done
Oh, yeah.
some, like, he does a lot of jokes and like a lot of some dad stuff as well. I like how he every now and then like reflects on his journey of being a dad and like just of being a person and stuff and getting old. I'm like, damn, dude, like I just, like I said, I love that about him. He has a very, and again, I will repeat myself on this. He has a very genuine heart. He's very thoughtful. He's just very respectful. I'd love to hang out with the guy sometime. I really would. I mean, I think he lives in like Canada, but I mean, still, would love.
Yeah, I think he's
Would
in the West Coast, Canada, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, but
Mm.
he's
But
awesome.
yeah.
He's awesome, man. I love him to death.
Yeah, shout out to Tom, man. I've perused through his comment sections every now and then, and I feel like I'm intruding. I feel dirty. I feel a little dirty sometimes. I'm like, how, am I supposed to be here? I don't know.
Excuse me as I go cleanse myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Ooh,
Crazy.
where's the sanitizer?
Yeah, right. Right.
But
Um,
yeah.
oh, you know what though? I think I can actually, for you in particular though, I think there's a couple of them that I think have you did something of Christina Kirkman's the other day.
Oh, Christina. Yeah,
Christina Kirkman, dude.
I love
Okay.
Christina.
I I listen, she no, look, she is when she is just like in front of the camera, and she just goes off on a rant, or she just is talking about something, okay, and it's
Yeah.
not a lip sync. It's just I wish that I wish a lot of the times I could have that confidence that she does, dude, with that with her. I don't know. She just has such great energy, and I always love that. I always love that about her. But like I think you did like something where it was like an old tape of hers or something.
Yeah, from all
Like you,
that.
oh, that's what it was. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Or
that
well, it
was
was
good.
like she was on all that at the time, but it was one of those like Nickelodeon like Nickelodeon kids like commercials, random ones that they would do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I've had that audio saved for probably like 2 years because she did it.
Yeah,
She
I know.
posted the video, but then she did a lip sync of herself.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then I was like, oh, that's hilarious. And I saved it because I was like, I want to do this one day. But I just completely forgot about it. And then I was scrolling through my sounds and I was like, why is there a Christina sound here? That's weird. And I looked, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
That's
And
right.
then yeah, so then I had to like resave it so I could remember to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I adore Christina. Fellow New Englander. She's a Boston girl as well.
Oh,
Um,
well, there you go. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. So we've been kind of, I'd say, I guess, friends for a little over 2 years on the app now. I She can do no wrong in my eyes
No,
ever.
no.
She's yeah, she's an awesome, and looks like she's getting a lot more love as of late, which is great because she is unbelievable. She's
Yeah, dude.
unbelievable.
Dude, the stuff that she's done in the past, like especially with her lip syncs and then like I said, just I mean just like a like product reviews or something like that, like food reviews or
Oh yeah,
something or whatever, dude. Like it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me, like just the camera presence. And I know that she's done some acting. I know
yeah,
that. So
yeah.
like obviously, yes, she's gonna have some camera presence. She's gonna know where to be. She's gonna know what to do. She's gonna know what angles and stuff like that. But but her but her personality that she at least puts out on social media is just always it's hilarious. Like I can't even
That's
like I
the
said,
thing, is the personality is what sets it
yes,
apart.
yes. Like
Yeah,
shout out,
'cause-
like I said, shout out to Christina for just just helping everybody laugh. Like seriously,
yeah, man.
with whatever you do. I'm not kidding. Like it could be literally anything.
It's literally anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's top notch.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Um, you know who I do have somebody who I would love to shout out, and I think you're familiar with him as well because he shows me love all the time, probably for the last like, geez, almost probably 3 years
Yeah.
or so.
Yeah.
Um, Nick Altieri, I think that's how you pronounce his last
Oh,
name.
Nick Altieri. Yeah,
My
dude.
guy,
Yes.
always
Yes.
super supportive.
Yep.
He's, I think I can't remember if I mentioned it on I think I did mention it on the podcast at one point that I actually met up with him at a WWE show over, was it the last summer, sometime
Yeah.
like sometime last summer or towards the fall, something like that. Because I had an extra ticket um to do, I seat fill every now and then when they come to Boston, and I had an extra spot, so I went with him. He was down. So such a good dude, and like I always see him being super supportive on like everybody's stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
He posts videos too, but not as often. But he's always super supportive of myself. I'm pretty sure I've seen him with
He is
yours.
very
Yeah, I
absolutely.
see him a lot. So shout out to Nick. I actually have to text him because I think that about they're coming to Boston tomorrow, and I'm not able to go. But if he wants to
Oh
go,
man. No, I got you. I got you.
but
Yeah, make sure.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
shout out to
no,
Nick.
he's great. Yeah, he sent me a couple of messages too on TikTok as well. Um and and just saying how much he appreciates the content and how much he is, like just how much he's glad that he supports it and glad that I'm still doing it. And I go, man, dude, I like yeah, have I been working on making sure that I do a lot of this like more for myself than anything? Yes. But when you know that you are doing it for yourself and you're also making an impact on other people, like that's a win-win right there. So,
Mhm.
so thanks, Nick. Really do. I seriously really do appreciate that. Would love to meet him someday. Like would absolutely love to meet him someday. Uh, I got to meet Derek first though. That's just how it is.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I
yeah.
like
You got to meet the pinned people first,
got
and
him.
then I didn't even know you could do that. I am not aware
Oh,
of that. You can.
you're pinned. So
Yeah.
it's legitimate now. It's
My
just how
my
it
phone is my phone is pinless so far. I didn't know that you could do that. So
it's pretty yeah, it's pretty great. It's very, 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 very convenient.
I don't have a
Um
lot of people who like text me that often, so they're already up there. So I don't.
am
I
I
feel
one
like,
of am I one of the only ones? What do you mean? Like am I do I think dude,
yeah,
I text you almost like every day. So I
fair,
mean
yeah, pretty often. It's like I have like one group chat with my roommate who I live with and another buddy of mine who's like, that's kind of like our basketball slash wrestling group text. So that's pretty active.
oh, there you
And
go.
then
Yeah.
you, my mom, and
Yeah.
then all my appointment reminders. Like
Okay, there you go.
that's
There
that's
you
the
go.
majority of the text that I get. It's really depressing actually when it's like, "Ooh, I got a message," and it's like, "Hey, just want to confirm your appointment at Middleton Chiropractic." I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah." Thought I had
Thanks.
friends, but
That's great. It's almost like you get a you almost get like you get a text sometimes too. It's like thanks for your payment.
yep, that too. Yeah, Verizon. Yeah.
God, so
Oh, and
dumb.
your food's ready. Oh, okay.
Thought it
I
was
mean, they
somebody just
welcome that one,
thought it was
but
somebody that wanted to hang out, but it's fine. I guess I'll just go get the food or whatever.
yeah,
Thanks for taking my money.
yeah,
But yeah, so yeah, man. No, I for sure. Like we'll figure we keep saying this, but it will happen eventually someday. And I know I'm like I think Bianca and I talked about it like a couple weeks ago or something, and we're just like we're like she goes, you guys have never met in person and you've been doing this for like 4 or 5 years. And I said, yeah, I know. I'm like, but that's okay though. Like
yeah,
look what's come of it. And it's totally it's fine. We'll
yeah,
figure it
yeah,
out. Everything will be okay.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but not only yes, and like not only Nick, but there's just somebody else that there's somebody else that is always super supportive. And actually she calls herself Mookie. Calls herself Mookie. Her name is Christine. Um, and she's like, yeah,
Like Mookie
dude.
Betts.
Yeah, like
Shut
yeah.
up.
Do you think she's a Dodgers fan or
Mm.
Yep. She's
I
definitely
think
a
she was a Red
Dodgers.
Sox fan at one point.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
She's a Dodgers fan. She's also a White Sox fan, which is very
Oh,
hard.
that's an interesting combo.
Uh-huh, sure is. But I don't know.
Sure is.
I don't think I've I don't think I've ever actually asked her about that though, because she and I do talk baseball sometimes, and then
Oh,
she supports a lot of the content that I put out there as well. And she's a local she's an Illinois person. So she's like, yeah, like fellow Midwesterner. Um, and like I said, just always very supportive, very kind, very like uplifting. She loves it, especially when I do the Justin Timberlake content. But I think there's a lot of people who like that stuff just because again, you got like the doppelganger type stuff where they're just like, oh my God, you're JTing more than JT. And I go, well, what is that? What is that?
I love that fucking
How do
comment.
we,
I,
how do we,
it's so silly. It's
you
like, what
want
are you
to,
talking about?
I know, you
You
know what
do
the funny,
Justin Timberlake better than Justin Timberlake. I'm like, I don't think that's possible.
how does anyone Justin Timberlake better than just, we, I don't know, man. But it was
You
just,
do Chandler Bing better than Chandler Bing.
who?
I don't know. I'm like, oh, you do David Rose better than David Rose. I'm like, I don't think so. I
I
don't
don't
think
think
that's
that's possible.
possible.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's a fun comment. It really is.
Yeah,
It's very interesting.
it's
But,
I'm
we
flattered. We're flattered, but like
but
it's so silly. It's like no.
yeah. But no, shout out to Christine. Her username is actually just call me Mookie. And she, like I said, just she's
What
great.
if we don't? Like,
What
are there consequences for that?
what if we don't call her Mookie?
Christine? What if I don't just call you Mookie? What if I call you Christine?
What if I call you by your name? That's just
Yeah,
yeah.
I would like to know.
Mm. But
Inquiring minds would like to know. So send in,
and talk to her about it.
email the show.
We'll cut this part and put it on social media.
Yeah, email the show.
Call her out. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
just call us just the vibes. Just call us all the vibes
uh, that's so good. Yeah,
at
yeah.
AOL.com.
At AOL, at Yahoo, at Yahoo.
I still have a Yahoo email.
Do you really?
I
Oh
do.
my God. Do you? God, now I'm just starting to think about AIM. Oh, I'm starting to think about AIM. I'm really testing my age. I'm really testing my age
My
now.
Yahoo email, it was my AIM screen name. It's nothing crazy.
I don't want to. I mean, my AIM screen name was I can't believe I'm about to do. I can't believe I'm about to do
Let's
this.
hear it. I want
I
to hear it so
cannot
bad.
believe I'm about to do this. I know that I think my wife just came home, so it's just gonna be funny if she can hear this. But
Was it just call me Mookie? Because that would be hilarious.
it wasn't. But that would have been great. Um, it was. Can you
Mm, mm,
and no, I'm water. Mm.
Get, let's go.
Can you resist '07?
Say that again.
No. Why did you do that? Why are you doing this to me? Can you resist '07? Because '07 was the year that I graduated high school.
And can you resist?
Yeah, dude. I
Oh
want to
man.
die. I want to die. I can't believe I just did that, but
James
it's
about to put an
okay.
away message up right now.
Mm.
I'm away from my computer right now.
Away, away from me. Oh, oh man, the things that yeah, that's not even one of the more dumber things that I ever did when I was younger. But
Did you only have one? Did you only have
I
one
I
screen
did
name?
only have one screen name, and that was it. And I wrote it. I just I was on that ride for a while, and then I think it's just archived now somewhere in the Hall of Fame of somewhere. Uh,
Uh, yeah. Well, that's something.
mm.
Mine was super boring. It was literally just D Clark 183.
I should have just gone with like J just J Musial. But then
I love
again,
I love musicals.
I love musicals because everybody still thinks my name is missing a C. Um, but
Just call me Musial.
it's also funny having the last name Musial when you are a Cubs fan and everybody's just like, I'm super confused.
Stan.
Yeah. And I'm
Stan.
sitting there and I'm like this.
Yeah.
I go, then be confused because it's not my fault. I'm
Yeah, no,
like,
I don't think it's your first name.
no, no, no. If it was my first name, then yeah,
Stan.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah,
My first screen name was, and I'm glad I looking back now, I'm really glad I changed it because this would have been a huge pause. Now it was Lil D 183 because obviously my name starts with a
yeah,
D,
yeah,
and
dude.
I was very small.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
so now I'm like I'm very glad I changed that because that takes a different meaning.
it would have
That's a
taken
big pause.
it would have taken a
Uh,
whole different meaning. And we're on the
yeah,
internet. We're on the internet now, so everybody
yeah.
would have been like,
And like the
hmm.
183 has stuck with me because that's my email, one of my email addresses.
Oh, there you
But
go.
it's so funny because I don't I think I know who they were, but I'm not positive because they were definitely athletes. Like the eight had to have been Kobe at the time.
Hmm.
The three was probably Allen Iverson. The one is very I don't know. That might have been Penny Hardaway, maybe. Because
Ooh, yeah, could have been.
this was
I,
like
I
sixth grade.
yeah,
So that
no,
was like
that could have been though.
98.
Yeah,
98
1 8.
must yeah, it had to have been Penny Hardaway,
Yeah, yeah, no, because or wait,
which is very funny because
yeah,
like I mean I obviously like all of them, but I never I my number is five. Like for everything, was numbers five.
yeah,
So like I don't. It's just so random. Like sixth grade, and I just stuck with it because I'm like, oh, I don't want to change anything.
right, right. My number was my number was always four. Always four. Number four. I don't know why, but
Luke
just
Walton.
Luke
Yeah.
Walton. There you go.
Oh
JJ Redick. Um,
yeah, JJ.
dude, JJ.
I can't believe I didn't. As a Duke fan, I'm surprised I
No,
didn't.
and that's okay. I'm happy to. It's fine. I'm happy to remind you. It's all right. But no, you know, I God, I can't believe that. God, that was ridiculous. Who in
I
the
miss AIM days. I really do.
Well, yeah, because like what was the conversation that you always started out with, or like, what did you always start out with? Like, wasn't it like age, sex, location?
ASL. Well, yeah, in the
AS
chat room. It's not like
in the chat?
not like
No, 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 no.
messaging somebody. I wasn't like
Not
instant messaging my buddies like, hey, ASL. That was like the chat room thing. Yeah.
that was the chat room thing. Oh God.
I didn't really go into too many chat rooms though.
Yeah, no, no. I think I did it like a couple of
I
times and
strayed away.
it got weird. Um,
I was gonna
but
say, what do you always start on? Like,
what are
hey,
you doing? Yeah, why?
I always started with hey, probably.
I mean, I just
No
talked to you
matter who it
yesterday, but
was.
age, sex, location.
Yeah, right. ASL.
Oh man.
What's up, dude?
Oh God. Well, speaking of listen. Speaking of laughing, speaking of laughter, good Lord. I gotta mention somebody else.
Oh gosh.
I gotta mention somebody else, and then I'm gonna mention someone else for you too, because I know that yeah, I don't know, I just will because I know
Yeah.
that I know that we've talked about these people before. Um, Cassie, Cassie Bessett, 607.
Smith. Oh yeah,
Cassie,
yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it used to be Cassie Smith, and then when she got married, I swear to God, she's probably gonna like message me and be like, "You didn't pronounce my last name right." And Cassie, I'm sorry. Okay,
Whatever. We'll pronounce it
what,
right the next time.
what,
We We are not professional uh name callers.
I like to.
Um,
Yeah, I like to be professional name callers.
I don't know.
Pronounce announcer.
En-
I don't know. I don't know.
Enunciators?
Enunciators enunciate, um, but listen, I've told you this before. Like Cassie brings a different. Cassie just brings a different energy,
Hmm.
like all the
Yeah.
time, man. Like holy crap! Like I thought like when I was first starting this, like when I was first starting out with this, and like I would talk to people and stuff, and they would send me really nice messages, like, dude, your energy is like your energy is ridiculous. Like I absolutely
Hmm.
love it. And then I met, and then like and then Cassie came around, and it was just like I thought I was energetic. Like, gee, like holy cow. Like Cassie is just she takes it to a whole different level. Um, which is I mean with anything that she does. Like I did again, like and she's very she and I become friends off the app too, and she's very, very kind, very supportive. Just hilarious. I just I can't even. I wish. See, this is the thing. Like you, her, and then a couple of other people that I've met. Swear to God, like you guys are so quick witted. But I'm not even kidding. Like
Yeah.
you're so quick witted with things that like when I have conversations with you guys, I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck? Why didn't I think of that? God, I just wished I was so like
Yeah.
I can't process that fast. But you two are just so good at it, along like I said with other people. But man, cat, ugh, God.
Yeah.
So
I
shout
will
out to
claim that.
Cassie.
I will claim that. I
I
know I am very good at that.
you are like
Yeah.
you are very good. I've seen your threads posts. Like don't even deny it.
Shit.
Don't deny it at all. I'm serious. You dare. Don't you even dare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very quick. That is one of my best traits. I am very quick-witted. Uh Shout out to Cassie though. Love Cassie. Oh man. What do you think Cassie's AIM screen name was?
Cassie's screen name was
What do you think it was?
I don't
Do you think she
know.
was one of those girlies with like the X's? Because that was very popular. It's like
Mhm.
you start with it like two X's and then you finish with two X's in your name. Like that
Ooh,
was very popular when I
that was very popular, wasn't it? But I gotta tell you,
yeah.
I don't know if she would do I don't know if she would do something like that.
You don't think she's an X a double
I
X girl?
I, I, I don't think she is
I don't
a
know. I could see it going either way, you know,
yeah,
because she was a
yeah.
big NSYNC fan, and like I feel like that was a very NSYNC-ish kind of thing, like those kind of
Oh,
girlies,
that's true. That's
you
true.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. She yeah. Yeah. Well,
We're gonna have to have her chime in. We gotta find
yeah,
this out.
I think so. I think so. I mean, she did do that NSYNC collab with us too, and that was pretty.
Hmm.
Man, that is still by far one of my favorites.
Yeah,
One
we
of
did
one.
two actually, right? We did
Did we do
two
two
with her,
with
didn't
her?
we?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think
So
so. We did the Better Place,
I
and
hopped
then
into a coffee shop, and
oh that one. Yeah, oh God,
the amount of confusion.
so much confusion. People did not were not aware of that video. Um,
No, they weren't.
that
But
was the perfect like random cameo.
it was, and then yeah, and then she popped in, and I think her friend Delaney,
Yeah, D.
who dude, they she popped in there and she was like, I don't know what I just watched.
I think I got that a lot from that. Like
Yeah.
that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
That's what we that's probably what we were going for. Listen, there was
Yeah.
really no way to discuss it. Okay, I had really short like two small sweatpants with a Nike tank a Nike tank top and then a Blackhawks like winter hat that was just so crazy. There's no discussing that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I it was just all over my timeline at the time. And I
because
was like,
wasn't that an
okay,
original song by somebody who
yeah, I forget
who
her name, but
uh,
she does that a lot. She does a lot of those.
yeah.
And I kept seeing like people doing random shit all the time. And I was like, okay, this is a terrible song, but like it's supposed to be terrible. But
I
I'm like,
know.
how and I was like, I want to think of something to
Yeah.
do. And then I was like, oh, what if I get Jimmy involved? We should do this as a duo. And then I don't even remember. I don't know if I had thought of the idea before I pitched it to you or after, but I was like, oh, there's this part where oh, Cassie, if we had like Cassie like pop up in the corner, that
Yep.
would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
like, we just do the
Yeah.
most outlandish, ridiculous fucking thing. And yeah, that's what happened. And it was outlandish and ridiculous.
It
And
was. It was. And the funny thing is that I think I can't remember there was a time whatever video that we were doing and I asked Cassie to be a part of it and she was like, "What? Yes. Are you kidding?" She's like, "This is great." I'm like, "Yeah, because that's my reaction every time that Derek asks me to do something."
yeah, usually.
So usually, I mean, yeah, because listen, I mean, hey, we just when you have three people that can put that, that amount of energy into the content, I mean, it just makes it so good. So like I said, yeah, like so the Instinct collab and then the coffee shop collab, if you want to call it that, really. So, Um, but yeah, no, she's great though. Super and she did the Friends one with us too. It was her and Mama AD.
I had you on mute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're good.
she's done a few of us. Yeah, always always top notch.
Always top notch. So
Always good shit. Yeah.
Cassie, you're great. You already know that, but we're okay. We're okay with telling you reassurance. Totally fine.
But yeah, let us know what your AIM screen name was. Actually want everybody to tell us what their AIM screen name
Please.
was.
Oh my God, that would be great.
And if
Yes.
you still have a Hotmail account.
Ooh, a Hotmail user. Oh, a Hotmail
Everybody had a
user.
Hotmail account, right?
Everybody,
At one
well,
point.
not me, not me.
You
Actually,
didn't have Hotmail?
I didn't mess
Oh
with
man.
Hotmail. I didn't mess with Hotmail, dude.
I
I
couldn't
was,
tell you what my email address was, but I definitely had Hotmail at some
yeah,
point. I think my mom still does.
yeah. I mean,
Oh, oh
yeah.
boy.
I'd rather have no mail, but whatever. Um, but yeah, like we always had a great time with Cassie and stuff. But yeah, dude, please, yes, let us know like Hotmail accounts, AIM screen names. Don't be ashamed because I already said mine, all right? And it's pretty like it's pretty like, well, can you resist?
Can you resist
Can you
this?
this?
Is that what is that what won Bianca over? Is that screen name? She's like, oh, can you resist 07? I know I cannot.
I don't even know. I don't even know anymore.
And
Oh
the
my
rest is
God.
history.
The rest is, yep, yeah, that's how I got her. That's how I got her to go out with me. Was can I tell you my AIM screen name? You're gonna be so intrigued by this that you can't help but be interested. It's fine. Um
Oh, guess what? I just got a text message, and I recognize the number, and it's a reminder for my chiropractic appointment tomorrow.
God. How many reminders
Uh,
do you get a day probably for that?
uh,
That's a
it depends.
oh
It's so bizarre. They like this place they send me, so they just sent me one. And then they'll send me another one tomorrow, like midday, like, hey, it's a reminder of your appointment. But they'll
don't
also
forget.
send me another one reminding me of my appointment on Thursday.
Oh my God. Don't forget. Don't forget. Don't
Yeah,
forget.
yeah.
It's coming up.
And then tomorrow I'll probably get a reminder for my uh treatment appointment on Tuesday. Yeah, I just constantly getting reminded,
Yeah.
and it's like flooding my it just floods my text message. I'm like, God, get the fuck out of here.
Derek, why is your phone going off so much? Who is it?
Yeah, right. Good thing I don't have a.
Chiropractor.
If I had a girlfriend, they'd be so jealous right now. Like, who's texting you? Well, it's my chiropractor. Oh, likely story. What's her
Jokes.
real name?
Jokes. Her name is chiropractor.
Her name's chiropractor. Oh, she sounds
Doctor.
hideous.
Doc. What are you wearing? Chiropractor.
Khakis.
Khakis.
Usually
And
is
a
wearing khakis
and a shirt.
and a polo. That's usually the fit.
Oh my God. Oh, so person that I wanted to mention, for uh for well, not for you, but just like, that one
Oh, you
that
can
I
mention it
know,
for me.
one that I've known, well, no, that one that I've just known that you've interacted with pretty frequently and stuff, and especially since you went to Tier Choice last year.
Last year.
So you want okay, and I'm gonna hate it because I don't remember her name. It's not Claudia. It's not Claudia. Claudia
Not
Ravioli.
Claudia.
Not
Not Claudia
Claudia.
Ravioli.
Although Claudia is great. She is.
We do love Claudia.
We love Claudia. She
I am a
is.
Claudia Ravioli stan account.
She is. She it.
I am a Claudia Ravioli stan account.
But
Don't confuse.
it was the one. It was the one that you co-hosted with, though.
Oh, Alex.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Love
Alex,
Alex is good
her,
people. Good
her,
people.
her, her face. Just
That's an interesting start.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry that I started with that.
It was so funny.
Please,
It's like I know exactly where you're going,
okay.
but it's
Please,
just so
first of
funny
all,
to
I
hear
don't, and
her
the reason why
face.
the reason why I want to say I'm sorry is because I don't think
Her face that I sold up.
I have never
Very
actually like I have never actually interacted with her before. I mean, she's making content all the time, and she's got so many people in her comment section that like I would definitely not be, I wouldn't make it in there. But the facial
You
expression,
wouldn't make it in there.
I wouldn't make it. Like she would never see it like ever.
Oh.
But
So how could
anyways,
she resist?
I stop. How I have a question. How dare you? I mean, um, the just her facial expressions though when she does a lot of the stuff that she puts out there is just it's so
Yeah.
good because she plays so many different characters well.
Mhm.
Like just the way that she does her skits, whether it's like the comedy skits or if it's like the filters or anything like that, it doesn't really matter. Like just her facial expressions just do so much good, like making helping people laugh like they're just constantly. So I'm very like want to make sure to call her out as well,
Yeah. No,
because you know
I love Alex, and like I don't think she'll be too mad about like peeling back the curtain a little bit.
Mm,
She is very different from like her videos. Like
really.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Like not in a bad way.
No,
It's just
no,
like
of
she's
course not.
very I mean, she's a human. She's a normal person.
Of course she is. Yeah, you can't be. Yeah, you can't. No, I would never expect her to be the same
You know what I
person
mean?
that
Like she's
she.
not yeah,
Yeah,
she's not like but like and I didn't even know really what to expect when we all met up and everything. But yeah, no, she was just like just a normal person, not doing she's just like that's kind of how I feel like I am, where I'm like that's what you see in like my videos is like me like with the dial ball all the way up to like 10. Like that's
yeah,
kind of what she is, where she's like all the way up to 10. She was definitely a little more reserved, at least at first,
yeah.
in Vegas. But yeah, no, it's just like I don't think she would mind because like she's gone live a few times and like she's obviously not like that in
Right,
her life.
right. Yeah,
So, but yeah, no, it's she's so good at like those facial expressions, man. Like it's like that's more of the bit. Like it's not even
yeah.
like the lip syncing almost at that point. It's mostly just like how ridiculous are these these
I
facial
usually don't even
expressions.
care. Right. I don't even. I
No,
usually, and that's the thing. Usually, I don't even care about the like the scenes are good. The scenes are good. The content is still good. But like she just makes it. She makes it. Like that's how like like oh yeah like this is Alex. Like this is
yeah,
Alex.
yeah.
You know what you're gonna get, and it's gonna be gold, like top notch every time. Um, so big shout out, big shout out to Alex, and I hope you two can co-host the Cheer Awards again, the Cheer Choice Awards again someday. I really do.
We presented. We didn't host, but we
Oh,
presented. Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
presented, but still,
yeah,
you presented
yeah.
very well, and
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
want to see you guys do that
We
again. That
actually were like
great.
matching. We did not plan it. We did not plan that.
I don't believe you, but you
We
can.
absolutely did not. We were both wearing very silvery
Yeah,
and
yeah,
glittery
you,
type stuff. And I was
yeah.
like, we're right here. We did not plan this, but
That's how it is.
perfect.
That's how it is.
Um,
So good.
there is someone else, and this is definitely more of a mutual between us. That's Carrie, mermaid,
Oh,
mermaid
Carrie,
lover. Is it mermaid love? Mermaid lover?
mermaid queen,
Queen? Mermaid queen.
mermaid queen,
Queen.
the
Yes.
mermaid queen. Yeah,
Yeah.
she.
See, like I said, I'm bad with names. Like,
No, it's okay.
or
It's
I know
okay.
real names, screen names, or
You
like
remember that her
usernames.
name is Carrie. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, so you're good.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
good, man.
It's the usernames I struggle with, except for like, can you resist those?
I love and hate that I said that. That's
Yeah, it's
fine.
not good. Yeah,
That's
I'm
fine.
never. Yeah, you're not gonna live that down for me.
You're never gonna let me live that
Not for
down, and
me.
I'm okay
Not
with
for
it.
me. I can't resist. No, she's no,
Uh,
she's been great. Showing support, but her content's great as well.
yeah.
Um,
It
duets both
is.
of us quite often.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. No, she is a constant, a very constant supporter. And I'm always I always appreciate that about her. Like I appreciate the people that are just constant, like consistently supporting.
mhm.
Because then that just gives you as a creator, like just give like you are obviously gonna go more, you're gonna respond to those people more, right? And you're gonna I don't know, like, but she is though. I'm very like she had actually been following my page for a while and I didn't realize it, which was kind of awkward. I was like, "Oh, sorry.
What
You've
a jerk.
been following my page for quite a long time now." That's not something that I normally overlook. I am sorry.
Isn't
So,
it isn't it interesting when that happens? That's happened to me a few times where I'm like, oh, you follow me? I didn't
like,
even know that.
whoa. I didn't even
Oops.
like why? No. No, but it's no, she's very, like I said, she's very kind person. Again, and like very you know, super supportive and really great. Love her comments. And she's, like she was actually she was one of the people who was very excited for the fact that you and I were doing this. So
Right.
I'm actually glad that I'm glad we can give her a shout out in the podcast today because she was always, like I said, one of the bigger supporters of it. So Carrie, thank you very much. We do appreciate you. And
What did I
just
say?
keep,
What did I say? Mermaid lover?
you said mermaid lover, which I don't, I mean, fine.
I
I
think I
think
said
it
mermaid
could,
love at
or
first,
mermaid love,
which is even
mermaid,
weirder.
what,
Mermaid
well,
love, mermaid lover, mermaid
merman.
queen. No, it's mermaid queen. You idiot. Oh, and I got a real name right. I just it's these
You did,
usernames.
yeah.
I don't know, like Crystal. Like I knew Eljoy, but I'm like I don't know the
Crystal.
numbers. There's a lot
Yeah.
of numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Um,
Crystal is another one. She
mermaid
has
queen. Mermaid
Crystal
queen.
Crystal's another one though. She has a lot of confidence. Like like she has a lot of confidence. I don't even know what other word I would use to describe it because just the her camera her camera presence. I know I've mentioned that a few times in here, but I mean, hey, it's TikToks and stuff when you're filming, so
Mhm.
obviously camera presence. But um you she just has a I don't know, she just has a vibe about her where it's like you're not like I feel like you're not gonna be able to phase her. I just feel like that's I don't really know what it I don't really know. Like other than that. And I mean she's funny. She's funny. She does a lot of great stuff, a lot of good acting. She, uses this platform for fun, which is even better. So we can both relate to that. It's really nice when somebody else is doing something on the platform that is relatable and you want to like, so you can connect and vibe with those people a little bit more. She's always been really great supporting not only our content but but podcast as well. She gave me a lot of great feedback on a couple episodes, and I'm just just very thankful that we cross paths. So yeah,
Yeah.
Crystal's definitely another
Shout
one
out to
for sure.
Crystal, and she's gorgeous. Yeah, said it.
That too. Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Hey,
can't lie.
hey.
We're not
I'm not going.
liars.
I would never lie.
We're
I
not
would
liars
not.
on this podcast. We aren't.
I
So
couldn't resist. She
hey,
no, for she is she's awesome.
yeah,
Her and Carrie, great.
yeah.
Um Carrie's got this like spice to her, you know?
Carrie does,
Yeah,
dude.
she
She
does. She does.
does.
And I really love it. Like she's like a little firecracker. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
she doesn't take any shit, you can tell. And
yeah,
I
yeah,
respect the
for
hell out of
sure.
that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, Crystal's just got like this something. There's something. I don't
Something.
want to use the word that everybody else uses, but there's like 'cause it's so overplayed, but like aura. Oh, even saying it out loud, I hate it.
Aura. An aura. Oh
You
man,
know,
yeah. You could say
it's
charisma.
charisma. I would much rather
Charisma. Okay,
prefer. I
thank
would
yeah.
prefer
Okay.
that.
We're
Yeah,
good. You know what?
presence and charisma.
I can understand what you mean when you say aura and you're like,
Yeah,
no.
it's just so overused these days.
It
I don't
is.
like to
Yeah.
use it
I
anymore.
get it. I get
But
it.
there's some people where you are, and you're just like, she's got that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah.
like it's funny because recently I posted one of our old duets, and there was a comment on it that was, and she said something like, I can never understand how like how two people can have like chemistry, like how you guys can have like chemistry like this
Yeah.
when like you're not obviously in the room. And it's like, some people you just have it. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you and I have great on-screen chemistry, even though we aren't in
in the
a
same
room
room. Yeah.
together or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like you're able to play off of each other,
Hmm.
and I think there's like an art to that, where it's like some people, they do at each other, and it's basically just two people doing, their own parts, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But there's
Yeah.
other people who kind of like when like the first person records, it's almost like they're recording and they're filming hoping like somebody else comes out. Like, you know what I mean? Like in
Yeah.
case somebody else duets it, and it's like they leave it open. It's almost like an open-ended
Type thing.
video type
Yeah.
thing. Obviously, the most of the pressure is on the second person coming along, and like you want to be able to work off of them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I that's usually what I do, and I think that the good ones, if I will,
Yeah.
people you have good chemistry with. Carrie's another one who I feel like I have pretty good chemistry with that
You
I've
do.
done
You
things
do.
with,
100%.
and it's just like, but you're able to just like feed off of the other person.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, when somebody said that about that video, I was like, I felt really good because me and Crystal had actually talked about it. We're like, yeah, we have pretty good chemistry with some of these
Yeah.
videos that we've done.
Hell yeah.
Um, so it's just shout out to both of them again. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, listen, last but not least, I mean, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say it here, but I mean, you're one of my favorites. One,
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah,
actually,
appreciate that.
actually, really honestly, to tell you the truth, you're my favorite. Like,
Really?
like,
Get the
dude,
heck out of here.
man, you get out of here,
Oh,
making me all
sweaty now. Oh,
sweaty. Trying out my new deodorant. And this is
nice. What
how
kind?
it's gonna
Kind
go.
you got?
Carpe,
I don't even know what that means.
Carpe, Carpe, and it is fantastic. There's no product placement in this, but I'm just telling you, like,
What's it smell
I I
like?
I sweat. Okay. I'd like massively, and it is terrible. And it is one of the things that I am so incredibly self-conscious about all the time. And I feel like sometimes like I feel like the sweat just makes me ugly sometimes, right? I do. And I get it. I'm a person, I'm a human being. I'm very active. I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
But
you
man,
sweat. Yeah.
man, when I put on those shirts and I'm feeling good about the shirt, then I lift it up and then I lift up the armpit, and then all of a sudden it's like bleh, and you're like, no, nope, confidence down, gone,
Uh, mm.
absolutely gone, you know. So yeah, but
But
Carpe
Carpe's
is
good.
all, yes, Carpe. It's always, and they don't sell it in stores, but you can get it online. And I
Oh,
just
no
ordered
kidding.
like I just tried it out for the first time. It's developed by dermatologists, and I'm telling you right now, it's very, very good. I highly recommend it.
Less
Again, no
pities. Less pities.
less. Yeah, dude.
No kidding.
Seriously, less. I'm not even kidding. They're very much
Carpe.
less. Very much less. Yeah, they got a bunch of other stuff too. Like a bunch of other stuff, not just for armpits, but like everything else. But
Shout
yeah,
out to Carpe.
yeah, man. But I'm telling so the reason why, and not
I
just
forget
because
how we got there. I forget.
nah, that's okay. It's okay. Think it's because I was like you were like, I'm getting all sweaty.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
said
yeah.
you're my
That's right. Yeah,
favorite.
yeah,
But
yeah.
no, but you are though. Because I just legitimately, from that first time that you duetted me back in like 2020, and with the new girl thing, it was the new
Mhm.
girl scene. It was no Schmidt. It was Schmidt and Winston, and it was
Right.
about
Yep.
about the golden. Oh, what about the Golden Girls? And it's like they're all dead, man. And you're damn, damn. And it was just that you were like brushing your hair. You were like all in the character and stuff like that. And then there were some times when you did like the dance duets with me and stuff too. And I was like, oh my god, dude, this guy. I'm like, this guy's great. But then I got to know you outside of the app,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I got to know you outside of the app, and I did. I just I fell in love with the personality. The attitude, like the way that you carry yourself, and the way that you the way that you push through things, man, the way that how realistic you are about things. So not only does that not only content wise, because you do a variety of different things, which I do as well. So obviously you and I have we've developed that friendship and and the chemistry and everything. And like I said, like I mean, I one of these days, like I'm gonna meet you, and then it's gonna be emotional for me, and then I don't know if you're a hugger or not, but
Oh, I'm a hugger.
okay, I'm gonna give you a big hug, then that's how it
Oh
is.
boy.
But yeah, man, I didn't want to I'm not gonna leave you out of it, because I love I love your content every single day. I'm always, as much time as I have to interact with it, you know. But yeah, it's been fun. And now look where we are. We're making a podcast together.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No,
Shit.
I appreciate that, man.
You're
And
welcome. You're welcome.
you know the feeling is very much mutual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I I'd make sure to try and let you know that as much as I can.
You do.
You know, it's
You do. And I always appreciate it. It's all and
yeah,
it's all
yeah.
it's all good. Even though like earlier in the episode you're like, it's a mental note though. And I'm like, yeah, but see, I get it. I know that's what you're saying. It's totally fine.
Yeah,
Totally
no,
fine.
it's yeah, no, I appreciate you and everything you do on just on social media as well. Like, I mean, we're very similar, you know,
Yeah.
with our content and stuff we choose to put out there. And yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, you know, with that woman's comment, it's like there are a lot of people who feel that way. I am definitely one of them. You know, you're you're like you and you mentioned earlier, your energy, like it's it's infectious, dude. Like when I first came across you, I was like, oh, this dude is just he's got a lot of this guy can go for days, man.
It's a
Yeah.
different story. It's a different story nowadays. I feel like I'm
Um,
tired all the time.
I'm
You
like,
know?
this guy could mow the lawn for hours, I bet.
He's gonna be mowing football fields by the time he's retired.
That's right.
But no,
Yeah, man.
I mean, hey, listen, we you know that we're gonna continue to do this stuff. That's the other thing. Like I feel like the biggest thing that has made us so what has been even better about the two of us and what we do is the fact that we're still doing it.
Right.
Like we're still doing it.
We're still doing it.
We're still doing it, and we're not like. And I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad. I'm so glad that I decided not to give up on it. Like I really am, because I couple years ago, I think I was very, very much thinking about it. And
Mhm.
I know my wife had to talk me off a ledge about it, and I know you did too. Um, so and that's a story that will never be told. But it's a story that will never be told because it's meant to be in the past. It's meant to be in the past so that we can move forward from it. And that's what we've been doing. But you know, just glad I never gave up and glad that we're still doing stuff together. And podcast content, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Just glad.
Same, man. Same. I'm happy we're here. And I'm happy
Yeah.
everybody else is here who's listening or watching.
Listening and watching,
Appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, so hey, glad we got to talk about some people today who definitely make an impact on us, you know. I mean, there's definitely more, okay, but it's hard to go down a list because
Yeah.
it literally is a list like of people. But those
Dude,
were the
I'm not sorry to, I'm not even kidding you. Nick just texted me.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
I
There you
will
go. Yeah.
so shout
You
out to
got it.
Nick. You
Yeah,
get double
buddy.
mention today. You get double
There you
mention today.
go. There you go. There you go. Well, hey, this is all the vibes with Jimmy and Derek. We, as always, we appreciate your support. We thank you for your comments. We thank you for your feedback. We thank you for your ratings. Hey, listen again, ratings on the podcast, they help
Mm-hmm.
massively. So please
Yeah.
go to
We appreciate it.
Spotify, go to Apple, go to wherever you get wherever you listen to your podcasts, and make sure that you leave a rating.
Yeah.
Leave a rating, leave some feedback. If you guys ever want anything done, you guys ever want us to talk about a certain something, you have something that you think would be great, like a great topic. I mean, hey, look, we are thinking of them. We're thinking of topics as much as we
Yeah.
possibly
I think I'm
can.
gonna put out like a video this week asking like if people have like questions that they have for us. A little Q and
I think
A
we
maybe
could.
next week.
I think that would actually be really great. I think we should do that.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
definitely do a Q and A next time around. So, if you want to put something out there, I can do it. I can do it as well. I know we have a lot of the same kind of this mutual following as I
Yeah,
think, but
yeah,
we
good
can,
chunk.
but we can still put something out there though. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, hey, again, thank you very much. And till next time, all the vibes with Jimmy and Derek. We thank you for listening and, we love you and hope you have a good day.
See you next episode. Don't forget your screen names. We want to know those AOL instant message screen names.